Hello Cancer, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting me in this way, as well as subscribing, leaving a thumbs up or a comment, and if this resonates with you. So also want to say esini ama from my galactic guides, some of my galactic guides. I wasn't going to say that, but I keep trying to stick to my script, but anyway, there was getting a bit of interference there, but not interference in a negative way. So and that was them as introducing themselves and saying hello to you and welcome. So I have a lot of their energy around me from quite some time now that they've come through for me over the years, and they're around even more over these last 2 or 3 years actually, and bringing through messages and guidance and helping to raise the vibration and vibrational energy, actually for this moment on a greater higher frequency vibrational way, to help us raise our energy levels, and whether or whatever you see that to be as ascending, and shining our light basically is brighter than what we have ever had to do or have wanted to do before in our lifetime. So anyway, that was interesting. So I wasn't actually going to really go there, but there you go. So anyway, I'm going to use these cards here, the Moonology deck. So I started using them for the first 3 readings, and you may have noticed that this is for November, on my thumbnail for this video, 2021, and you may have noticed that it's a little bit like mid-November. So I'm still doing it November because it may still resonate and help you with some answers in the beginning, and see where the flow is like right now and moving through to the end of November. So we from the new moon last week, there was a lot of energy, and like a new energy that's probably come up for you, and sinking into it they're talking about. So we'll just see what comes up for you, Cancer, for November 2021. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, and if Cancer falls under one of those signs for you in your astrological chart. So I'm actually also drawn to pick a card, draw some cards out from Archangel Michael too. So whoopsie days, we're going to take those 3 there. And I'll put them over there, and so and that's it for that one for now. So the first card out we have is don't let your past hold you back. So with the moon cards here, so there may be something that's going on with you at the moment where and like some past stuff might be coming up, which is kind of explainable on saying that with everything that's going on in the world at the moment, wherever you are in the world. But also we're in 11/11, going back to the new moon. So it's like last week or Thursday, Friday, depending on where you are in the world as well. So it's like it may have brought in some new stuff, but as you're releasing some old stuff, patterns, things, but ways of being, seeing whatever and doing things. But this may have been, I just noticed I took a step, but it's maybe that you've had to just take a breath or a swallow or a step back, because there's something going on where you're needing to either communicate something and you haven't got quite the right words to go with it, to go for it. So it's like, but it's something about here, whatever it is they're talking about here is, it's about you maybe holding, letting the past hold you back. So don't let the past hold you back. Whatever it is that is you're processing at the moment or this month that's come up for you to address, or to view and to get some clarity about, to help you to release it so you can continue on a consistently moving. I'm still noticing that they're choosing, being careful, like spirit of being careful, the energy of Cancer being careful to choose, different words and to explain what is going on. So you may even be doing that as and I feel like if you're not, it's not trying to rush it or not being self-judgmental, judgmental to you, because there is, it's just bringing it up. So you're bringing up stuff for you to be clear about what it is you're releasing, so you can clear the path forward with love, peace, harmony, and joy, as excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance as much as possible, for you. Okay, so the next card here is you're very close to achieving your goal. So there may be something that, with everything that's going on, and you may be feeling or thinking that you can't do it. But I'm hearing like Spirit saying, well, where there is a will, there is a way. And maybe there is an alternative route that you haven't considered, or there's an alternative route, or there are different options out there, but you may not have. Okay, you might have seen them, but you may be thinking, or you may have ruled them out in the past and thinking that you still got to rule them out like right now. But I'm hearing something about reviewing it. Okay, so there's something about change there. But it's really cool because I feel like you're nearly there, because they're saying that you're nearly there. So, okay, a fiery climax approaches. So there could be on many different levels something that is, that does, because this is like here, that may be that you are needing to, I'm hearing for you, let go of something that's running around in your mind. So there may be some shame, some blame, or judgment, or whatever with yourself and or with somebody else. I don't know. It's going to be very for different, for each of you. Which is what I'm just going to quickly say. So if this, just remember to take what does resonate and leave what does not. Okay. So there is some, but on saying that the fiery climax doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing on saying that, even though there may be some conflict or friction that's coming up. It's kind of like, in a way, I'm hearing like this, something needs to happen, or something needs to change in the way that you would, in the way that things, or the way that you normally do it, in order to get a situation. And it's been coming from, even though you might be, quite frustrated, or the other people may be quite frustrated with you, or whatever is going on. It may be, that's the catalyst to create the change. So I do feel like there could be an Aries, because I'm just seeing that sign of Aries there. So because this is, full moon in Aries. So there's probably something that's, coming up to a completion somewhere along the line there. And it's all good. It may seem like it's fiery, and so I'm hearing like you might be getting, or you might get all anxious near the end of the month, or coming up next week, or whatever it is, because it's something that is, I feel like it's going to, you're needing to confront, and then it's like, wow, actually it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was, and maybe I overthought that. So I'm just saying, but it's kind of, but there's something that is clearing. It's basically clearing the way for you, whatever it is. So what do you, what do you need to release? So the waning moon here. So something, with this one, it's like, I feel like it brings up that, this question is, what do you need to release? So it's like, it's actually, maybe you feel like you've released something, or you're releasing something, or you're helping someone to release something, and it may not be what you thought it was. So but it's helping you to understand what it is, or the next phase of what it is that you need to release. Okay, so I'm just going to take one off this one here, because there's only 3 there, and I feel like there should be another one, but I'm going to take it out of Archangel Raphael's deck. So the first card here with Archangel Michael is clear your energy field. Okay, so there's something about that when it's underneath that, don't let your past hold you back. So I'm going to go take that one, and so this is about like clearing your energy field, however that is for you, whether it's prayer, karakia, whether it's, or incantation of something, whether it's lighting sage and saying that prayer incantation to help shift the energy. It could be, having that shower, or going to the beach and doing meditation, or, somewhere near water, going for that walk out in nature, something like that to help clear your energy field. Could be that you go and get some, healing done on you, as in, energy balancing with the chakras, or your aura, or you do, an auric meditation, or whatever. Whatever that is for you, whatever lights your heart, your soul, your spirit, to help you to like shift that energy and to clear it. nothing like a good old laugh as well. So it may be, you know, that's what it might take, is for you to step outside of your comfort zone, or step outside of where you are and the way that you're thinking, being, doing, or physically, you know, to, you know, and maybe just, you know what, I'm just going to go out. I'm going to ring my friends up. I'm going to ring so-and-so up, and we're just going to go out, or we're just going to catch up and, you know, have a wine, have a cup of tea, you know, whatever it is, have dinner, you have a meal together or something like that, whatever it is. But it may be like, you know, just calling up a family member and just going shopping, you know, whatever that is, for you, that helps you to clear that energy, clear your mind frame and that sort of thing. So then we have here, make the change under, you're very close to your goal. So it's in a gibbous moon. So there's something there that is changing. It's in the next cycle. Now I can't remember where I get muddled up with the gibbous moon, but let you talk, okay, they just say move it. So it's about making the change. So there's something about getting moving, with whatever it's about, some changes that you're needing to make, that would help you to move a little bit closer or quicker, consistent, you know, movement towards achieving your goal. So whatever it is about making the change. Some of you, it may be like, you know, just making a decision to, you know, shift your mindset about doing something, like whether it was your business, whether it's a relationship, whether it's you're saying yes or no to a job, you know, it may be a new job that you're going into, and you may be saying, oh no, thank you, I might just leave, and I might go and I will go this way. I will, you know, you're making a decision basically. To create or take the next step, so the energy for the change of you starts to build up a bit more momentum. So there's a fiery climax approaches with this one, there's the protection here is the card that's come up underneath that one. So this is about, you know, making sure I'm hearing is like protecting yourself, as in what they're going with that is not so much putting up a barrier or putting on a suit of armor or anything like that. It's kind of like that too, but the way that you can protect yourself is know your shit, basically. Know what you're talking about, and walking your walk and talking your talk, and staying in your lane as far as information goes, because I'm hearing like, don't try and make it up. Just like, or don't, if you can't remember or you don't know, just skip that out. And I'm feeling like they're going back to this gibbous moon, because sometimes I get muddled up where the moon cycles are, and it's like, okay, especially when I'm doing this, and it's like, and then I go, oh no, it's not important. It's like, let's go back. But I feel somebody may like say something, and it's like it throws you off guard, and so I hear Spirit are just saying, you know, say what you need to say or do what you need to do, and you know, and without having getting into any you know, crossfire or interaction that is unnecessary, you know, that won't serve you for your highest and greatest good all around that situation. It's like, so that could be where this fiery climax comes, and it may just be the fiery, might be just like it just comes and goes, and like whoosh like that. Well, that was really quick and unexpected, but quick. But you sort it out. Okay, so what do you need to release? So, it's interesting, this ho'oponopono, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. So there's that seems like, and this is a Hawaiian healing modality that is, you know, that is derived from there, from what I understand, the reading that I've done, and it's just beautiful, where you're going in and you're forgiving not only yourself, but you're forgiving all things, is how I could best explain it, within the situation, even if it has like nothing to do with you. So even you could ho'oponopono, something, something that's got nothing to do with it, and it's like just putting that energy out there, a lot like how we just sending love and healing energy out there to the universe, to Mother Earth, basically the same sort of thing. But on saying that, it can be more, where your intention is directing that to and what that is about, okay, for you. So ho'opono that, and this is what I usually do with something, well, not a lot upsets me nowadays, excepting for a few things at the moment. So it's kind of like, it's kind of, but it's very, what am I trying to say? It's kind of like when something does gets under my skin or upsets me, or this is the ho'oponopono is what I'm trying to say. But it's like the phrase is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. So you could be saying that to yourself or someone else, not necessarily to their face, but it's that energetic, and I'm just showing, always go to that cycle that's going out, what you're like projecting out, it's like you're going to get back in a way that maybe not from that person, but you're going to feel back that you've not gone there in a negative, on a negative note or a negative energetic field. Where that come from, energy in the sense, so you don't hurt yourself, basically. So this is like ho'oponopono. So a friend and I used to use that a lot when we were going through some really major stuff at our work, and it's like, remember, let's just ho'oponopono that, and it's like, and everything that is involved with it, and everyone, the whole situation, and it just helped us feel better as well as shift the energy, because we weren't getting entangled in the crap that wasn't necessarily really all ours, but unfortunately, sometimes we could buy into it accidentally, and sometimes not so accidentally. It's like, well, you just get caught up in the middle of it, and then you find out, whoa, and so there may be something, like that could be going on. So anyway, we'll just quickly go through some tarot cards here. So the first one out is the Three of Swords. So there could have been, this is about something about clearing some disappointment with the Three of Swords there. The Two of Cups is it's about coming together, so there may be, like two of you. This is quite a nice intimate one of somebody reconnecting or connecting, okay? So there's something about, but I'm feeling like this is you maybe being more in love with you, who you are, what you do, what you want, and that sort of thing. It's really all about you, because if ourselves or you, because if we're not running, if we're like all over the place, then generally, those around us that we love we can pass that energy on accidentally, because they may feel it. Not that you maybe intend to do that, but this is what happens. So we're like looking back at what we actually put out, that we're not, just being mindful of what we feel, and so we've got to be mindful about what we put out as well. So and where they're going with it. So, but the Two of Cups, there's a nice reunion or union, I'm hearing, are coming together. So there may be, for some of you, as you're clearing this energy with this disappointment in the past, is opening up the door or allowing you to feel what it is, and you can do with whatever it is that you're wanting to do, which is, join me now to the 11:11. So there's a gateway, a portal open today, because I'm videoing this on the 11th of the 11th of 2021, November. And it's like, so it's like putting out this amazing energy of what it is that you want, rather than going to what it is that you don't want to do, be, give, or have in your life. So it's like, it's, envisaging that, and, like putting out there, and I'm hearing like seeing destination as well. And, and the destination is on your way to the destination. That's interesting. They're using a different words, a different way, because the energy is changing. That is why. So the Six of Swords, and see, the energy is changing. So there's something you're moving away from. Probably, the way that something is shifting, something is changing in the way that you communicate, in the way that you make your decisions, because I feel like there's probably a decision that you're making that allows that, I want to say, option or choice for you to move away. So that's really up to you, whether you go, because it's like you've started something and you've made a choice, or to move away, you're making headway with something, to move away from something. But I feel like there's something about relationships. They're just going back to partners. So it could be partners, whether partners in a new business, partners, you partnering up with yourself. It's going to be like twin flame energy, a connection there within a relationship. On saying that, it could be like there, new friendships as well, that you may be partnering up with to help you. But the Six of Swords here is like, there's something, whatever it is, you're moving away from, and that is part of the protection as well, is moving away from something that serves you, that does not serve you, and moving towards things that do serve you. Okay. So they're just Okay, I want to go this way. So the Prince of Wands here. So the Prince of Wands is like the Knight of Wands in this card. So there's a lot, something's probably moving quite quickly as you release whatever it is that is going, that comes up for you. So that's really beautiful with this 11/11 energy, and and putting that intention out there. So whether you watch this video on the 11th of the 11th today when I post it, or any other time, the energy is still there. You just got to tap into it, and you just got to visualize it, and you've just got to believe it as well, and trust in it, because this is, even though it's got November 2021, it can be quite timeless. So that's how I see it anyway. So it's like, if you shift your mindset and this pops up and you watch this video, even like in a year's time, and it comes up, well, I might not have it up in a year's time, but in a way, if it is, and you watch it, it could be that the message is there for you, and you'll know that if it is meant to, if it does resonate anyway. But the Prince of Wands here is like, it's about a new beginning in a way, or there's something about creating. There's something that, he's on a new mission, he's on a new journey, and it might take some courage there, because they're just showing me the lion there on his shield there. So it's like, so there is some protection there from, and I'm hearing like creating boundaries as to where he's going, okay? But he's a shaker and a mover, and he's like, there's a sense of they, take calculated risks, or he takes calculated risks, but there's something in the background, because there's some greenery, the sun is shining in the back, so it's like he's like looking around and searching for what it is or where it is that he wants to go, all the while knowing that actually there is something there, but I just need to take that next step, is what I'm hearing with that. So there's something moving, and I feel like, like there's something, some seeds have been planted on saying that, but there's a little bit more momentum now in actually taking action to create it, to make things happen, basically. Not force, but, make things happen. In order for something to happen, or us to create it, it's what we've got to take action, basically. So, and the action, is partially this, is like releasing what it is, that with, and that could be like, this may be the Ho'oponopono is, maybe that a great little tool for you to utilize. So I have this fluorite. So when I'll just share this quickly. This fluorite comes through. Check it out. I'll put a link up there to a website that I found when I was meditating this morning on the 11th of the 11th, and as I was just doing my preparation, reflection, and things this morning, as I was moving around. And just sitting and, and just being still and that sort of thing as well. It's like in gratitude, that's all those sort of things. I found myself and have seen around me a lot of this magenta, like pinky purpley sort of colours around, and green. Very, the greenness has been around. So whatever shade it is, so you may be feeling that. So it's part of this, this energy that is around now as this fifth dimensional energetic gateway is open today, and with the new eclipse as well. So you may be feeling like this, almost like what the euphoric, energy, or this feeling of, and sighing in that sense. It's like, okay, a sense of like peace and calm. And just a really lovely feeling after a whole lot of tumultuousness is coming. And I feel like that is kind of giving us the feeling that as we move through these challenging times in this physical life that we're in, but also in our spiritual life, and we're moving through things as well there as well. So it's like creating a little bit more clarity as to how we can shine our light as we release things, and bringing us clarity about how we release things. So as we move forward in a much better, or a way better space with our energy, with clarity, and with love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance, with all of that. So, but this is fluorite. So check it out. Like I say, there's a link that I found this morning, and I found it really interesting because it talks about, the changes in the world And I just find it really interesting that that has come up today for me. So I just thought I'd share that. But like I say, I'll put that link up on there so you can maybe have a look at it. And it may resonate with you as well. So we have the Hierophant here. So there's a bit of a spiritual journey going on there with this stuff here that's holding you back, which is kind of, which is pretty cool. So there is something moving with the Princess of Cups here. There's something, moving again. It's like there's a new beginning in the way that you, with your emotions and relationships, because this has come underneath here. So this is you with this Two of Cups. So you bonding or creating new connections and partnerships and that sort of thing. The Princess of Cups, which allows you to, move on to, newer things in the way that you emotionally deal with, how you deal with emotions and things like within relationships. So there's a lot more insight coming in, and your intuition, I wouldn't be surprised, is even more heightened than what it is. So the Four of Pentacles is something, with this protection is, something maybe feeling a little bit blah at the moment, and you may be holding on to some things. So it's time to release that, whether it be energy, whether it be finances or money. So there may be, it's like holding on to the concept about it, maybe even physically. So there's something about shifting that. You may be a little bit overprotective with that, I'm hearing, or maybe a bit underprotective. So it's just depending on which way what is happening with you in your life will be the way that this makes sense to you. So, but there is definitely something here that you're unsure of about something or someone. So it's like this is kind of maybe why you're feeling a little bit wanting to hold on to or hold off things with that. But I feel like there's something, even though you're moving away from things, it's like just going with that flow and still moving though. And here's the sun, and it comes out now as well. So it's with this, so it's like the sun, there is, it's a time for hope, inspiration. They're talking about with whatever is, these projects or the relationships, the way that you're thinking, feeling, and developing yourself, whether it be work or study, career. It's like there's something moving on. So what I'm hearing is just don't, give up hope. But when you're saying hope, it's a lot like want. It's like there's, hope can mean leave an emptiness there when we don't have a vision with it. So this is like when you have that vision, it's like when you're saying that in hope, just like as a want can lead to there's two ways you could see want, or energetically on saying that, sometimes be mindful how you say the word want, or if you're putting them in your affirmations, because it's like there's that sense of lack that we get with want, but also the sense of desire, which changes the whole energy. So this is why they're talking about energy, and the same thing can happen with the word hope. So even like the word trying, so it's like trying gives us an out. If you have a think about it, how many, try that. So it's like, okay, but you listen or feel with the energy about what you are projecting out with that when you're saying that. Just some, I don't know why they're saying that, so hopefully that resonates with you, and it gives you a bit more of an idea of how you can gracefully move forward in your future. Anyway, I'm going to leave that now for you, Cancer, with lots of love and an amazingness energy with this energy, and just God bless you all anyway. Okay, bye for now, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.